What's up, everybody? It's Trey Smith, one half of the Blue Bloods College Game Time podcast, and today we answer the question, did Coach Sam Pittman, the pit boss, make the ultimate chess move when he signed with agent Jimmy Sexton? But before we get into it, you know what to do. Please hit subscribe right down there. Blue Bloods CGT, we're the college sports YouTube channel that drops fresh content every single day. All right, back to the pit boss. Did he make the ultimate chess move? My answer to that question is yes, he did. Yes, he absolutely did. I believe that him signing with Jimmy Sexton was his way of trying to keep up with the ever-evolving times of college football. Yes, my tune is starting to change on this now, having thought about it, having discussed with a couple of buddies, having just paid attention to this recruiting cycle going into early signing day. It finally dawned on me that maybe Pittman making this change was never really about the money. Yeah, I know that he submitted a contract request of what he wants, and the word is that it's double his current salary. I get it, but I don't think it was ever really about that. I think Pittman will stay true to his word that this is his last job. He's even said, I'll probably cost myself some money in the future. I think he's going to hold true to that. I don't think he'll put himself in a situation where he's making so much money that he doesn't have any to spend on his staff. I fully trust Sam Pittman and will take him at his word as it pertains to him and his heart and passion for being the head hog. But then you see he signs with Jimmy Sexton and go, Jimmy Sexton is a guy who's all about getting his coaches as much money as he possibly can. He's going to milk the university for as much money as he possibly can. So how does this add up? Well, maybe for the pit boss, it was never really about the money. It was more about the recruiting. Okay, we're in a time right now where college football is the wild, wild west. Obviously, the NCAA is going to probably put an infrastructure and some rules and regulations in place as it pertains to the transfer portal and the NIL stuff. But right now, as things are running rampant and NIL deals are very much driving recruiting, you got to do something as a head coach to make sure you don't get left behind in the movement. Now, here's where it gets a little tricky. Technically, it is against the rules for anyone on a coaching staff to sell their program on NIL deals or to help arrange NIL opportunities for recruits. The NCAA has been very clear about this. Now, does that mean everybody's following those rules? I don't know. Don't really care. Because here's what each head coach is probably banking on, is that whoever their representation is, which also probably carries over to representation for some of these top players, that representation is speaking highly and of good regard of these coaches and their programs. For example, Bryce Young. He signed with the Creative Artist Agency, the world's leading entertainment and sports and media agency. Okay, Bryce Young signs with this CAA company to be his representation for NIL deals. He gets a ton of money in NIL before the season even started, before he even took a snap. Goes on to win the Heisman Trophy, leads his team to the CFP. One of the top agents with the Creative Artist Agency is Jimmy Sexton, who also happens to be Nick Saban's agent. If you don't think there's a connection in all of that, you're crazy. And I'm not even saying the connection is against any of the rules. What I'm saying is for Sam Pittman, he's probably looking at the format in the landscape of college football, college sports in general, the direction that it's heading, and seeing that the league that he's in is mostly sponsored or represented by this agent who's affiliated with an agency that's signing top players in the country, the type of players that Pittman wants to come to the University of Arkansas. And he's going, okay, I've got a decision to make here. I can either make this change and do what I think is in the best of the long-term future of the Razorback football program. And yeah, get myself a raise in the process, but I'm not going to at all once second guess my commitment to this university or go back on the things I've already said in the past. However, I could better position myself to be in a good place and be a top target for these top recruits By me aligning myself with this agency and with this agent in particular, who has a lot of influence and a lot of pull when it comes to these young kids who are coming out of high school as top recruits looking to sign with agencies to represent them for these NIL deals. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're going, this is ridiculous. This is college football. This is not how it should be. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you whether you're right or wrong. You have the absolute right to have whatever opinion and feel how you feel about this as a fan. But what we all must remember is that Sam Pittman can't afford to be a fan right now. He can't afford to think like a fan, feel like a fan, or even operate like a fan. He's got to be the head coach, and he's got to be in tune with what's going on in the landscape of college athletics. And I believe that he's made this move not because it's about the money, but because it's about the recruiting. And it's a way to make sure that he does not get left behind as this new era of college sports dawns upon us. That's all I got for you. It's Trey Smith, Blue Bloods College Game Time. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Leave me some comments. You know me. I'll try to respond to every single one of them. Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Do you like the move now? Do you hate the move now? What do you think? Do you still think it was about the money? Let me know.